Camera 2. Let's get going. Welcome back to my channel. It is a very exciting day. It is a new new song from Swedish Mafia and The Weeknd, Moth to a Flame. This has been teased this week and I listened to a little bit of the teaser, but it really doesn't give you what the song could be. Probably some of you have already listened to the song yet, so this is brand new for me. Woke up and this was the first thing to do. There's been so much since my last videos with Swedish House Mafia, like the Lifetime video and then It Gets Better. They announced a collab with IKEA. Who knows what's going to come with that? I'm guessing some sort of smart speaker and product range with IKEA. Huge. Definitely interested to see what that's going to look like. And then they announced their Coachella date in April, which should be a good show. It makes a lot of sense. It'll be kind of like the kickoff to the world tour, which, perfect transition, they're going on a world tour. And I think I said that in my first video for It Gets Better that it just makes a lot of sense. I think we all knew if Swedish House Mafia was coming back, they're going to do a world tour. And luckily, Toronto is my closest city. So August 5th, 2022, they'll be stopping at Scotiabank Arena. And then they head over to Europe and they're playing the Ziggo Dome in Amsterdam on October 31st. So maybe I'll do two shows because I think I'll be in Amsterdam for ADE next year. And it just makes sense to be there for the SHM show. So they have 3 tracks. This will be the 3rd track before their album Paradise Again is released. I don't think there's dates on that yet. But the world tour is going to be based on their album, which makes a lot of sense. It's what they did last time, and they're doing it again. But those housekeeping notes out of the way, we're going to get to the track. Again, it's a collab with The Weeknd. He's featured on this single. And Weeknd's had a big year too. He played the Super Bowl. You don't get a bigger gig in the world than the Super Bowl, really, for commercial music. And the amount of audience that watched the Super Bowl just for the halftime show and the commercials alone, not even the game. So it's a big deal. The Weeknd and Swedish House Mafia are on the same agency, I believe. So this collab was, suspected. All right, enough. Let's get to the song. This is my first time and the first listen on my channel with Swedish House Mafia and The Weeknd, Moth to a Flame. Wow. It's a really cool song. I think first things first, it's a really cool song. It's a great vibe. It definitely matches like The Weeknd's style, which I think is always a great collaboration when you can really kind of create a project, create a track that plays well to both artists, and I think this track does it really well. I think the production part is a little bit underwhelming. Just a little bit. I thought it'd be a little bit stronger, a little more powerful, but it was really subtle. But I think that's just me thinking about what Swedish House Mafia has been, and they've created some really powerful club tracks, like One, Save the World. Those Greyhound, even those are big club tracks that are really powerful. And I just don't think that's what their style is anymore. And I'm not disappointed by it. I like the track. I do. Let's get this out of the way. I like the track. It's a good track. I think The Weeknd's great on it. What they did with The Weeknd was great. Incredible. Because it's definitely a song that will get airplay, I think. It's very easygoing. Like, it's not a club track. But I think that's kind of been my emphasis on all three Swedish House Mafia videos that I've done so far, is they're not creating club tracks. They're creating, I guess, electronic music that's their own style. There were parts of this that were really, I think, nostalgic. Like the third drop of Moth to a Flame kind of makes me feel like the old Axe Tone sound was kind of the third drop. I think that's what it reminds me of. Again, I've only listened to it once, so that's kind of the vibe that I get from it. But it's a good track. I think it'll really give Swedish House Mafia a big push when it comes to mainstream media, as The Weeknd is one of the biggest names in music and just had a massive year. So it just makes a lot of sense to this collab, and it was a great track, and I don't know, I'm just kind of overwhelmed by it. I'm overwhelmed by Moth to a Flame, the world tour announcement. Like, let's go. Like, this is exciting. I think all Swedish House Mafia fans have been waiting for this epic return. I think the album's going to be something very different, and I think that's something to appreciate. As a music fan, as a music person, I look forward to unique sounds. I think if any artist is trying to create their own sound, their own unique sound, well done. I think that's already such a good job. And it's hard to do, especially with a music industry that kind of rewards a lot of artists for producing the same sound. And I don't think that's what we're getting from this album. But I can't wait for the live shows. Scotiabank Arena, August 5th, 2022. Toronto, I will be there. I'm just so excited. Oh, what a day. What a great Friday. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know how it compares to the other tracks. I think each track has its own approach. Lifetime was a banger. I think It Gets Better was really experimental, which is great. And then Moth to a Flame with The Weeknd, of course. And being Canadian, we have a regulation here where we have to have a certain percentage of Canadian artists and Canadian content on the radio. So this is going to be on Canadian FM airwaves for sure, as it's got the Canadian content with The Weeknd. And I think anytime Swedish House Mafia is on the radio, it's a good day. And I like this track. This makes me very excited for the album because I think it's going to have a lot of surprises. I think it's going to have a lot more featured artists, as The Weeknd's a featured artist on this track. And there's a lot to look forward to. Swedish House Mafia is always so secret, cryptic, and just the way they go about their marketing, even advertising the world tour, they put it up on random arena billboards and around cities. I just think I just like marketing and their branding. And there's a lot to be excited about. But thank you for watching this video. If you like this video and Swedish House Mafia content, because that's kind of what my deal is on on YouTube now, make sure to subscribe to this channel and let me know what else you want me to listen to. And of course, when the album drops, we'll have a track by track first listen for you. And big day for SHM, big day for SHM fans worldwide. And just another track that we get from Swedish House Mafia. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.